I remembered. Yeah, I remembered. I remembered that I wasn't just doing this for me. I was doing this for that little boy from Uyo who refused to give up. The boy from that dusty primary school compound. I was doing this for the future, for that passion, for that purpose that drove me.
Elegant.
Trust me, I slept hungry for days in Lagos. But I said, see, let me tell you a thing a lot of people would never say when they talk about success. I didn't blow overnight. In fact, there were days I barely survived. When I say this, you think I'm kidding? But I'm telling you the real truth. Yeah, the real truth. So, when I got to Lagos, I didn't know where to go. I didn't have where to stay. No friend, no job, nothing. Nobody to even hang around with. I only had one thing, my bag and a dream. But you see, the truth is that Lagos doesn't even care about your dreams. If you like, have the biggest dreams. You know what it cares about? Your discipline. Lagos responds only to your discipline. Yeah. So I eventually just had to survive. I had to survive. So there were nights I slept on the bare floor. I didn't even have what to keep on the floor to sleep on. There were weeks I only survived on drinking garri without sugar. I had no money to even get sugar on top of it. There were days I had to trek all the way from Ikorodu to Ikeja and back. There were days I had to trek, and coming back, my legs were all swollen, filled with water popping up from swollen feet. I just had to survive. And the next day, I had to force my painful legs into those shoes and wear them back to those locations, trekking to and fro. People that stay in that area really knows how far that distance is. But I didn't care. I had to eventually survive. I just had to survive. And sometimes I would come back and I wouldn't even have garri to drink. I had to stay hungry. And this is nothing but the truth. And you see, sometimes I had to ask myself, is this suffering worth it? Is this even going to work? I had to ask myself some rhetorical questions. But then I remembered. Yeah, I remembered. I remembered that I wasn't just doing this for me. I was doing this for that little boy from Uyo who refused to give up. The boy from that dusty primary school compound. I was doing this for the future, for that passion, for that purpose that drove me. And then you see, I stayed. I stayed through hunger. I stayed through rejection, through heartbreak. I stayed. I just had to stay. I stayed because I knew that one day Lagos would hear me. And when it does, it wouldn't ever forget me. Not at all. And now, today, I walk through the streets of Lagos differently. I'm no longer hungry. I'm no longer invisible. I didn't just survive. I rose. And I am rising. And that's it. That's the joy. And that's the victory. And yeah, what you probably don't know about me is that before Elegant Akpabio became a household name in the shores of this country, he was just an ordinary boy on the streets of Lagos with no food on his tummy, but with his chest filled with fire. That's probably what you don't know about me. Okay, so go nowhere because next episode, I'm going to be telling you how my name almost got kicked out of a music audition. But eventually, something happened. Stay with me.
spirit, spirit, spirit of the baby, oh spirit, spirit, spirit of the baby.